Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Colts would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Jaguars going up against the Colts.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So on fourth down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. First and 10, Brissett. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So the offense has it first and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
Again, it's Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Back to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his big receiver Robinson for the Jacksonville touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's Brissett. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd down now after the pass completion. The tight end changing his position. Brissett now on 2nd down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit.
And that's caught by Moncrief. Indianapolis touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
This is Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. John Simon with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Brad Nordman now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On 4th down, Stevenson, but he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And he motions the wide receiver. Brissett to throw on 1st. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. That one goes for 24 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Brissett on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at about the 14. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go. 2nd down, Brissett. Incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem there's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll drop the throw. Gets it to Strong. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll set up a throw. And Robinson with a big catch. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Complete to Hilton. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Pushing through the contact. Steps away to his left. Rumbling past the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First down, Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go.
Hilton goes in motion right. They go play action with Brissett. Forced out to his left. Look it, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. Drop to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Fournette running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a timeout signal for, they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A first down throw for Brissett. This complete to the tight end Clay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. On third down, Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Moncrief brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Mack. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go. They'll send Hilton in motion right. A second down throw for Brissett. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll switch it up here and lift a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Fournette, a first down carry. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll run with Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he's got room. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Mack. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, here's Brissett, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 3rd down, Brissett. Buying time to his... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And tough starting field position here.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Fournette. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. All right, here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Fournette. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's brought down. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it. And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them. Have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year.